If you're considering Irving, Texas for your next move, well, you are in the right place. I started in Irving, Texas when I first moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and I lived here for 13 years. So I've got a lot of information packed into this video for you, so stick around. We're going to be talking about lifestyle, location, traffic, cost of living, and of course, housing, and so many more aspects. We'll take you around to the different parts of Irving, Texas. We'll take you around to different neighborhoods. We'll talk about different price ranges and lifestyle choices, and you'll find out if you want to move to Irving, Texas next. Hi, welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell to get notifications about all the updates we're going to be sharing about Irving, Texas and other North Dallas areas. My name is Shireen Joyner, and I am a local realtor and real estate investor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas Metroplex. And I am excited that you are joining me to find out a little bit more about North Dallas, Texas, because listen, I was once in your shoes. I'm not a Texas native. I am actually originally from Egypt. I moved here many moons ago. I'm not going to date myself, but I moved here a very long time ago to go to school, fell in love with Texas, and started working here, and the rest is history. So I know a little bit about what it's like to build community in a new place and build family in a new place and move and not know anything about the area. So I would love to be able to bring that to you so to make your move a little bit smoother. So whether you're trying to move in a week and you're in panic mode, or you're thinking about it and you've got a year ahead, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is below. Feel free to reach out at any time to ask questions, to find out more. I would love to make your move to North Dallas, Texas a smooth one. Now, let's find out more about Irving, Texas. When we think about ideal location within the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, Irving is definitely one that pops up at the top of the list. If you take a look at the map, you'll see that Irving is almost in the middle between Fort Worth, which is the one big major city, and Dallas, the other major city that make up the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. In addition, it has several highways and expressways that run through it. You've got 183, you've got the George Bush Turnpike, you've got 35, you have got 114. These are all major highways in the Metroplex that will get you to anywhere you want to go in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In addition, if you're somebody who likes to travel or who needs to travel for work, you're only 10 minutes away from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and maybe 20 minutes away from Dallas Love Field. So very ideal when it comes to location in that respect. Irving is home to many companies. You've got Nokia, Accenture, Lucid Technologies, McKesson, ExxonMobil. All of them have decided to make Irving, Texas their home. And with that come a lot of job opportunities. So you'll find a huge influx of people moving here. And of course, their first thought is to be close to work. So with that comes a very diverse population within Irving, Texas. In fact, Irving, Texas is home to the most diverse zip code in the country. I bet you didn't think that was existing here in Texas, but it is true. And that means that you're going to find people from all walks of life. You're going to find people from different parts of the country. different parts of the world, all congregating right here in Irving, Texas. And with it comes all their cultural influences to make something new and beautiful. If you're a foodie like me, you will not have a shortage of options here in Irving, Texas. With all the people that have moved into the area and all their influences, you've got everything: Indian food, Asian food, Americana, Mexican food, Brazilian food, Ethiopian food. There is so much here that you probably don't even need to get out to any of the other cities because there's so many options right here, but you should. Irving, Texas is also only about 20 minutes away from downtown Dallas and maybe 30 minutes away from Fort Worth downtown. So if you want to go and enjoy the different things and different aspects, restaurants, nightlife that each of these cities offer, you're very, very nearby. Not to mention, it's also very close to Arlington, Texas, home of so much entertainment. You've got the Ranger Stadium, you've got Six Flags, you've got water parks. It is endless when it comes to Arlington when you are thinking about different entertainment options. Irving itself has a lot to offer as well. Now, when you think about a downtown Irving, I would not say that Irving has one singular area. It is deconstructed, let's call it. There are so many different pockets for restaurants, for nightlife, for shopping that you can go to, and maybe you'll have a favorite spot, or maybe you'll be able to go one place one time and another place another time so that you can stay entertained and motivated to check out your town. Here in Irving, Texas, there is a ton to do. Depending on what you love to do, there is nightlife, there is restaurant life, there is outdoor life. We have over 80 parks here. We've got bike trails, we've got canals. In addition, we've got specialty parks like Lively Skate Park. We actually have a lake right here in Irving, Lake Carolyn. We have Campion Trail. All these give you lots and lots of outdoor options, from fishing to kayaking to biking to walking, so you can get your fresh air. Golf is very popular here in Texas, and in Irving, Texas, you've got the Four Seasons Resort, which was home to the Byron Nelson tournament for many, many years. You've got the Las Colinas Country Club, Hackberry, lots of golfing options. In terms of shopping, of course, you've got your regular grocery stores here, your Walmarts, your Targets, your Krogers, but we also have a Whole Foods store here. So if you're looking for something that's maybe a little bit more unique, you can find it there as well. Irving does have a mall, Irving Mall, although I will have to tell you it's kind of dated and taking the path of so many other malls that are a little bit less visited nowadays. However, if you do like that style of shopping, you're probably better served with Grapevine Mall in Grapevine, very nearby, about 15 minutes away, or the Galleria Mall in the North Dallas Addison area, or North Park Mall is wonderful in Dallas as well, where you could even drive maybe 5 extra minutes north. So you'll maybe a 20-minute drive and head to Stonebriar Mall, very, very active mall in the area as well. So mall style shopping is within reach. However, there are a lot of local shops in different shopping areas all around town here in Irving, Texas. They're just not centralized in the way that a mall would have it. But a lot of local shops, a lot of unique things to find. I personally love that I can find those little pockets all around. In terms of schools, Irving is served by mainly Irving ISD, which has a B rating from the Texas Educational Agency. It's got about 37 schools, so not a very big school district. And really, I think the ratio is about 14 students to a teacher, which is really a good ratio. In addition to Irving ISD, and depending on where you are within the city, schools could be part of Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD or Coppell ISD. Coppell ISD is part of Coppell, of course, which is a neighboring city, small, right next to the north part of Irving, Texas, really in the Valley Ranch area, an A-rated independent school district. Very small, only 16 schools to cover the entire district. You also have several private and charter schools available to you as well. In addition, there are a few higher education institutions such as Universal Technical Institute, Northlake College, which is a very popular two-year college here in Irving, Texas, as well as UT Dallas, a four-year college in the area. When I first moved to Irving, Texas, I had a job in Irving. I was single. I wanted to live close to work, of course, but I also wanted to be very close to all the neighboring cities so that I can go out with my friends and explore all that the Metroplex had to offer. And I love the fact that I could be in downtown Dallas in 20 minutes, head to Fort Worth and be there in 30 minutes. Nothing was out of reach for me. But I also fell in love a lot with the options that Irving had to offer right here whenever I didn't really want to drive too far. So whether you are looking at a job in Dallas or Fort Worth or further north in Plano, you are really in a unique location because of all the access ways and thoroughfares that are in this area. Of course, with being so central and having so many businesses right here and so many people also living here, comes a little bit of traffic, especially during those um, rush hours. But the traffic moves. I probably, if you come from a big city, you're used to traffic and it's probably not as bad as the major cities. However, you're going to learn your ways and you're going to learn ways around the big thoroughfares that may get congested even more than the street roads. It's still accessible. Irving, Texas has a population of about 250,000. And as I mentioned before, we've got a huge variety of people that are coming from different parts of the country with their own cultures, with their own housing expectations. And Irving has adapted. There's a lot of options when it comes to housing. You've got lots of apartments, you've got lots of townhouses, you've got garden style homes with small yards and small houses that are very easy, kind of lock and leave and go lifestyle. You've got bigger homes as well, estates. Whether you love new construction, newer homes, or updated older homes with character, they're all to be found right here in Irving, Texas. There are really three parts to Irving, Texas. You will hear about Irving, of course. You'll hear about Las Colinas, which is not a separate city. Your address is still going to say Irving, Texas. And you'll hear about Valley Ranch. Irving is the southernmost part, probably a little over a third of what constitutes Irving, Texas, and what we call Irving, followed by right in the middle is the Las Colinas area, and the very top part of Irving is labeled Valley Ranch. Again, all of it is going to have an Irving, Texas address, but these are three very distinct areas with very different styles of living that we're going to cover. Las Colinas has made a name for itself. It is home to many businesses. It's home to a lot of mixed use areas. You'll find restaurants, you'll find nightlife, you'll have the beautiful canals. You have medium to large homes, townhomes, apartment living. It's very attractive for young professionals who can be very, very close to their work. You can have you can be living in an apartment in Las Colinas, walk over to the Dart straight, not even 2 minutes from your apartment, and go wherever you need to go for work. So it's very convenient in that respect and very loved. There's a lot of different styles. You've got kind of a Spanish influence in one area. You've got a lot of modern buildings, and it's all mixed together in this kind of suburban urban style that makes living and working all put together fairly easy to navigate. Irving is also home to the Toyota Music Factory, which is an open air style pavilion with music and restaurant and bars and a pretty active nightlife. Valley Ranch has a quieter flair. It has a lot of small to medium sized homes. It's got apartments and townhouses. I like to call it an active suburban area because you're 5 minutes away from a whole strip of restaurants and shops. So you're not really in suburbia, but at the same time, everybody that lives here tends to love to be outside. You'll see a lot of people walking around the park, dogs, kids, um, sand volleyball, soccer games at night. So people are out. They're not just sitting in their backyards, they're out and about enjoying the community. The most southern part of Irving, Texas is what is labeled as just Irving. And that is kind of the core of the city. That's where it began. You'll probably find the oldest homes in those areas. It's a little bit of an older area, very busy, lots of businesses, hospitals, housing. There's really everything there. Just probably where it started with Irving. And so you'll find housing as old as the 50s and 60s versus as you go further north, you'll find newer construction. With all that Irving, Texas has to offer and with its location, let's talk about cost of living. The cost of living in Irving, Texas is actually 3% higher than the national average. But really, when you think about where it's located and all that it offers, that's actually not that bad, in my opinion. On the flip side, when you think about housing costs, it is actually 2% lower than the national average. Homes here can range anywhere from 300,000 to over a million, but the median is about 430,000. That might get you a 3 to 4 bedroom, two baths within about a 2,000 square foot range. Let's go check out some neighborhoods. I'm here in Las Colinas in Riverside Village, and neighborhoods like Riverside Village or La Valita were established in the early 2000s. La Valita probably in the 2000 to 2010, Riverside Village 2010 and on. Here in communities like Riverside Village and like La Valita, you're going to find larger homes. They're typically 3 to 4,000 square feet. However, they have small to medium size lots and backyards, so very minimal outdoor maintenance and upkeep. The builders that have come here are Darling Homes, Britton Homes, American Legend Homes. These are all very reputable builders that build these communities. And so you can expect a level of luxury inside each of these homes. We also have townhomes in La Valita, and I would say townhomes are ranging, those are a little bit smaller. There may be in the 1,200 to 1,800 square feet, and they will range in the mid 400s. Homes in Riverside Village and communities like La Valita are going to range anywhere from 600 to 900, with a few of them even crossing over $1 million. Here in a community like Riverside Village or La Valita, you're going to have to deal with two HOAs. Because we are in Las Colinas, you're going to be dealing with the Las Colinas HOA. Takes care of a lot of the trash pickup and other services of Las Colinas. But communities like this are very, very close to the access ways. You've got access here to George Bush, 35, 114. But once you get into the community, as you can tell, you can immediately sense a sense of calm and quiet. Mostly you'll find here are um, professionals with potentially both husband and wife working. So during the day, it's actually very quiet. By afternoon and evening, you'll see people coming out of their homes and walking and just enjoying a fresh breeze of the evening. Some of the most notable upscale neighborhoods in Irving, Texas include Hackberry Creek and Cottonwood Valley. Those are mostly gated communities that are surrounding a golf course. Cottonwood Valley is a small community very close to the Four Seasons Resort in Las Colinas. Gated golf course community, homes range in the million and above range. The average size of a home there is about 5,000 square feet, and the median home price is right at $1 million. Here we are in Valley Ranch, which is the northern part, the most north part of Irving, Texas. It is, like I said, a little bit quieter, a little bit more suburban than the rest of the more hustling and bustling that you can find in Irving. Valley Ranch is characterized by these beautiful canals, high duckies over there. And as you can see on this side, we've got smaller homes. These are probably anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 square feet. They've got smaller yards in the back that are opened for views to the canal. And at the same time, on this side over here, you can see we've got some townhomes with some beautiful little decks that are overlooking the canals as well. Lifestyle here is very open. People tend to walk and bike all up and down these canals, play soccer in the nearby park or sand volleyball. It's definitely a community that likes to get out and enjoy the outdoors. One of the beautiful aspects of living in a pedestrian community is you have housing very close by to the public library right here, as well as to restaurants just at the end of the street on the main road of MacArthur Boulevard. Because Irving is an older city, a more established city, here you will find a lot more mature trees and lush greenery. Well, I mean, honestly, something that you're going to have a hard time finding in new construction neighborhoods where the trees have just been planted. They're practically babies. Well, they are. We are in Plymouth Park. This is in mid to South Irving, and homes here are 1950s, 1960s. They're on the smaller side, maybe under 2,000 square feet, and lots of opportunity to find a home that's been very updated, even though it might have some 1950s flair. South Irving is definitely an opportunity zone for investors looking to find properties that they can flip, or maybe an empty lot, or a home so distressed that it's a tear down and a new construction can come up. Since you hung on till the end of the video, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This place, amazing. The Italian Cafe has been around in Las Colinas since, I don't know, forever. My husband and I lovingly call it the cheesy greasy. Not because it's greasy food, but because you can get a good, gooey, cheesy slice of pizza there. Yes, good for the soul, maybe not so much for the waistline, so health nerds, stay away. Well, I hope this video painted a clear picture for you as to what it's like to live in Irving, Texas. If you have further questions, please save my contact information that is in the description of this video, and please reach out. I would love to make your move to Irving, Texas, or any other North Dallas, Texas area a smooth one. But this isn't it. There are so many more neighborhoods to cover. Make sure that you subscribe and tap the bell so you can be the first to know when we post content about different neighborhoods and areas and lifestyles in the North Dallas, Texas area. Thank you and have a great day.